And we're rolling. Today I'm here with Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude, well, he goes by JC or Jean-Claude. I'm going to call you Jean-Claude because I like the name
I like
Jean-Claude.
the way how you say it.
Yeah.
I wish everyone knows how to say it. Jean-Claude on the phone. Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude. Come on, it's a French, beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Don't mess it up.
It's a sexy name. Hey, Jean-Claude, before we begin, let's do a shot here. Just a little quick celebration here.
Go.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Jean-Claude is from Lebanon, but he's been in Canada for about 4 years now, I think you said.
So I was born Canadian and
Born
Lebanese.
Canadian, okay.
Yes, but I was raised in Lebanon. I lived my life in Lebanon. And I moved to Canada September 10th, 2018.
There you go. Yes, we met at a networking event. And from there, Jean-Claude made quite the impression. He rolled in the room, dressed like the way he's dressed right now with a different suit. Well-spoken, great energy. Paid attention to my presentation for KAKS Barn podcast. Afterwards, had a lot of very reasonable questions that challenged me to think. And I went to that networking event because I wanted to get better. Honestly, because KAKS Barn podcast we just opened. I don't know all the answers to everything. I'm a new entrepreneur. This is my first startup. But Jean-Claude, why'd you come to Calgary? Because you're not from Calgary. Like, why'd you come to Calgary to discover more entrepreneurs and do your networking, things like that?
My brother and I combined, we have about 5 corporations in Ontario. 6 corporations in Ontario.
Okay.
And we want to expand to Calgary.
Okay.
To be honest, we want to expand to different provinces.
Yep.
And now my mission is to travel across the country to all the provinces because I've only been to Ontario.
Okay.
And I'm going to travel and we'll see where we end up.
You never left Ontario prior to this?
No, never.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because when we met at the presentation, you literally said you jumped on a plane. You just made a decision like, I'm coming to Calgary. And when you literally said, when I make a decision, I do it right then and there.
I was at the multifamily conference in Toronto, and I met some people from Calgary, and I asked some questions about real estate, about like people, if you love living in Calgary or something. This is going to sound bad, but if you go to Ottawa or Toronto and you ask someone, do you like Ottawa? Do you like living in Ottawa? Even people that they were born there, they bitch about it.
Yeah.
They ask people in Toronto, fuck, so expensive. Lots of homeless on the street. I asked Calgary people and Alberta people in the multifamily conference, what do you think of Calgary? What do you think about Alberta? Oh my God, they couldn't stop talking about it. I'm like, that's it. I'm booking my ticket.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. I just booked my ticket.
Man, I'm born and raised here my whole life, and I've traveled a bunch. I've never lived anywhere else, but even seeing places like Hong Kong, Vancouver, traveling to parts of Asia, maybe I'm biased, but this place has a different energy. It feels nice. It feels like a big small town. That's the reputation it has, and I think that's just right up most people's alley because I think, and you can probably give me more of your perspective, but bigger city just creates, I feel like, less intimacy with people, you know. But or I could be wrong. I mean, what's your opinion on that? Because you said you felt like people were nicer here.
I didn't say nicer. I said they're nice.
Okay.
Don't get me in trouble here.
Okay.
Listen, it depends on your goal.
Yeah.
You want to go crazy with business? You want to make lots of money? Do you want challenge? You pick a city. You want to raise a family? You want a peaceful life? You want to be relaxed? You pick a different city or like a farm or whatever. So it depends on your goals, to be honest. If the city and the location that you're at matches your values, you're good. So if you like a peaceful life, at the same time productive, rent like conservative, and take only 5% tax from you, you come to Alberta. If you want to live and raise a family and make sure it's so safe, but you can't make money, you can make that much money, and you live in Ottawa.
Okay. Hey, so Jean-Claude, like, what brought on your entrepreneur personality and traits? Like, did you always have that, or how did that come about? Because I never had an entrepreneur trait until recently. It was for me, it was developed over time in a desire to change, reinvent myself in a certain way. But I did not have this mentality before. I had the mentality of work a job, save, stay low key, do your crafts well. Don't try to stand out, you know. But now I've completely had a 180. Not that I'm looking for fame, but I realize I want to become the best version of myself. And I know I cannot do that by being a recluse. So that's kind of something that changed. And that only changed recently. But you, you're just the way you've been giving us advice, guidance, just the way you talk. It sounds like you've already had a lifetime of experience. Now, like, or was this recent? Because you seem like a seasoned vet when it comes to everything you've been discussing and proving with your actions.
So I grew up in a house where my father was an entrepreneur. He never worked for anyone. He does not know what's his salary.
Mhm.
And since I was a kid, 9 years old kid, he took me to work. If there's no school, there's work.
Yeah.
Because I was a very challenging boy.
Oh yeah.
I would always beat up my friends and give hard time to everyone.
Yeah.
So he's like, "There's no summer for you anymore. You come with me to work." And I started like, I'm surrounded with 30 plus years old guys, 40 plus, etc. My father had 4 brothers. One of them was freelancer. One of them was in the army, and the rest were entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Everywhere I sit, they run their own business.
Mm.
One day I asked my dad. I got tired of him. He was like, "Fucking asshole." I'm working with him, and like he's expecting too much from me, and I'm like a little kid. I'm like, "Fuck off, man." And then some other guys like, "Come work for me," and I'm like 11. I was like really good at what I'm doing with them. So this guy, I told my dad I want to work with this guy, and he's his friend. He's like, "Listen, we don't work for anyone. You work for me, or you start your own business."
Interesting.
So it's not like I listened to him, but all these thoughts were implemented in my head since I was a little kid.
Interesting.
And
Right
then,
off the jump.
Yeah, man. And then I'm 14 years old. So you wanna know the story how I became an entrepreneur?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's Valentine.
Okay.
JC is 14 years old.
Uh-huh.
I remember that Valentine in the middle of 14th of February.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a girlfriend, but there was a girl that I liked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, it's Valentine Day. I'm still bad at it till now. I'm like, what should I do? I went to the store.
Uh-huh.
And like everything is sold out. It's the day. It's the day of Valentine.
Okay.
I go to the store and I ask the guy I need a teddy bear. I'm 14. Like, what are you expecting from me? Like 13, 14 hours, something like that.
I feel like a teddy bear is
it's
too
still
old.
now,
Too old
still
for
now,
14.
though. Yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was like 13, 14.
Yeah,
I like teddy bear. I think big guys, they still buy fucking teddy bears.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I
guess you're right.
You buy it or you become one.
Yeah.
So I'd rather buy it.
I guess it's because girls mature faster than boys. So when they're 14, they're kind of thinking about the 17-year-old boy, right? So I just think the teddy bear might not have been. But anyway, I don't know.
In my days, the teddy bear was like a really cute gift at that age.
Okay.
So I go to the store. There's no teddy bears. They're sold out. First store, second store, third store, no teddy bears. I go to the store. He has 3.
Okay.
Such a fucking asshole. He wants to take advantage of a kid, and he's like, "I can't sell you 1. You have to buy 3 of them."
Did he know the other stores didn't have teddy bears?
Well, he knows.
Okay.
He knows, like, because it's the day of.
Oh, because you look so desperate,
Yes.
probably, and he's like, okay, like.
It's like, yeah, it's the day of. He has 3 teddy bears. He's like, "No, I'm not selling only 1." And probably I made some kind of reaction. Oh, finally, I found.
Yeah. You let the clue out.
Yeah.
You didn't have your poker face.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. So I think of it. I'm like, fuck, what should I do now? I'm not gonna go home, and I'm not gonna buy 3 teddy bears. Back then, I wasn't that good with women, so I didn't have 3 at the time. So there's no point to buy 3 teddy bears. And so I called my friends.
Yeah.
I called my friend, "Hey, did you get something on Valentine?" And they were just idiots like me, and I didn't get anything. "Oh, well, I got a teddy bear." "Oh my God, where?" I'm like, "Yeah, this guy has 3 only," and blah, blah, blah. I end up selling the 2 other teddy bears to my friends. And so it covered the cost of my teddy bear plus profit.
Okay, how much did he charge for the 3 bears, and how much was 1 worth?
So I remember he asked for about 18,000 LBP.
Compared to Canadian, I guess, roughly. What were we
Back
talking
in the good days, because now the Lebanese currency is really bad. Back in the good days, the 18,000 was $12, $13, something like this.
Okay.
13 American dollars.
Okay, yeah.
USD. I negotiated with him to
even at 13 you're negotiating?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I'm Lebanese, man.
Yeah.
So I got them from him for 10,000 each. For 10,000 the total.
Okay.
The 3 of them.
All right.
I sold each for 9.
Okay. Convert that again to American dollars here so I can understand. So you bought it for, it's supposed to be
So
12.
let's call
You
it
bought
bucks.
it for,
Okay, so he wants $18
yeah.
for the 3 teddy bears.
Okay.
I negotiated to 10.
Okay. Well,
And then because I didn't tell him that I sold to my friends.
right.
Every time my friend like, yeah, get me one, I hang up, they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I tell him no, they don't want it. The guy said, yes, get me one.
Yeah, yeah.
If I tell him yes, they want to take it, he won't be flexible with me.
Mm.
Long story short, I got the 3 teddy bears for 10,
Mm.
all of them combined. I sold each for 9.
Wow.
So I made profit. I got mine for free. So like that was amazing.
Oh,
That
man.
was amazing. And after this, you know the law of attraction.
Yeah.
I'm at my dad's store.
Wait, what did it turn out with the girl? Oh, sorry, are you getting there?
I'm not gonna tell you what happened with the girl.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Yeah, she got the teddy bear. She was happy.
Yeah,
You know what
okay,
happened?
okay.
You know, it was
Okay.
like just like every other story.
Okay. Yeah,
She
yeah.
was okay with the teddy bear.
Okay.
Only, you know?
All right.
Yeah. You know, when you're handsome, they don't demand too many things from
Right,
you.
right. Of course. Yes, you think that I would know that.
Yeah. And then a year later, I was my dad owned a grocery store,
Mhm.
and believe it or not, my brother and we were managing the store at like 14, 15 years old.
How many brothers do you have again? How many
I
siblings?
have one brother and 2 sisters.
Okay, so 4 of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so my brother and we were managing the store at this. My dad would leave, like would bring everything, and would leave us with the employees.
Mm.
We're taking care of everything.
Wow.
So some guy shows up, tries to sell me perfume.
Mhm.
I go take a look at the perfume because I'm always high. I have perfume. I have my watch
Yeah.
since I was a kid. I go take a look in his trunk. He's like, "Listen, this is beautiful perfume." He's in the army, so he's like, "I snuck it in the borders.
Uh-huh.
We didn't pay taxes on it,
Mhm.
so that's why it's a good price."
Yeah.
I tested, it's good. I know it's copy A, but it looks amazing. Like the bottle is great.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much? I end up getting from him like amazing deal.
Yeah.
Then I asked him, I'm like, right away, the idea came to my mind. I didn't even go home, do a business plan and whatever. I started thinking money, business, exchange, let's sell this perfume.
Yeah.
Just my brain started
Yeah.
thinking this way because as a kid, they implemented these ideas
Yeah.
from me. Make money,
Right.
sell shit.
Yeah.
Don't be on payroll.
Yeah.
So right away, I'm like, okay, I can sell this perfume. I'm in a school. There's lots of boys there.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of teachers.
Yeah.
They put perfume.
Yeah.
So why don't I sell it?
Yeah.
I have a good product, cheap price.
Yeah.
And I have accessibility. I have a good supplier. So I asked the guy, what would it be if I want to sell it for you? So the guy was like, okay. We came up to an agreement, and then I go to school.
Yeah.
What I did is I showered with the perfume, so I smell so much like a perfume.
Okay.
So I started thinking, like, how can I sell this perfume? And then I've always been a fan of seducing and not chasing. So instead of going to my friends and tell them, hey, do you want this perfume? Let's buy it. I want them to smell it on me and then ask me, where did you get it from? And tell them, oh, I have a good source.
Quick question for you. When you said you're always you're about seducing, not chasing, you mean bringing it to you, not going to it.
Yes, attracting, not chasing. Because when you chase, you have to try hard. When you seduce, when you attract, you're in the defense. So you're like, yes, no, you are in power when you're seducing. You get to say yes or no. When you're chasing, you're asking them, can you say yes? So if you're chasing a girl,
Yeah.
okay, let's put it in a woman way. If you're chasing a girl, you're asking her, like, you bought her 5 drinks that night, you're talking to her, you're always following her, and you'll end up asking her, would you go out with me on a date? But if you're standing on the bar, looking good, drinking, checking your email, and she's like impressed and she came talk to you,
Yeah.
now you have my trick. And she'll talk to you. She's kind of asking you to go with her on a date, and you get to say yes or no. So the ball is in your court. Which one do you prefer? The ball in your court, or you are at the weak point?
Well, obviously, ball in my court.
Absolutely. So you don't need to try hard. You don't need to invest so much time.
Where were you when I was like 10? Jeez.
So, yeah, man, I went to school. I smelled so much like a perfume. I got kicked out of the class once because like it smelled so much like perfume. But definitely, man, I attract clients.
Yeah.
Seriously, I made lots of money as a kid.
Mhm.
I kept selling perfume and watches. I expanded to sunglasses from the same supplier
Yeah.
for like 2-3 years. The guy is like 35 years old. I'm doing business with him. I'm calling him. Where the fuck is my products?
Yeah.
Where are you, man? Like, you're late. I need to deliver.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Valentine every year so I can make more money. I go to my teachers, tell them, like, I manipulate them. didn't get anything for your wife? Are you insane? She's gonna give you a hard time, blah blah blah, and like, oh, get me one of your perfumes or whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. And then
You realize how abnormal this is compared to Canadian children. No one, barely. I've never heard of. And if they do this, it's rare. Like people having this kind of rapport just with adults already. But you kind of answered my question. I was thinking about asking. It's because of your childhood. You were already hanging out with 30-year-old men because of your dad when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So amazing stuff. But continue.
just so you know, my dad didn't know about the perfume business.
Oh.
And every time he would see me with this guy, he would fucking yell at me or give me a hard time because what are you doing with a stranger and he's like 35 years old? Is he taking advantage of you?
Actually,
Dads. And like my dad always wasn't a fan of me making money because he thought as a Lebanese dad, if I don't make money, he controls me because he's giving me the money. So
but he taught you to be an entrepreneur.
He taught me to be an entrepreneur, but I'm still in school.
Okay.
And I still need to listen to his rules.
So he wanted you to be good, but not so good that you instantly eclipse his role, essentially.
As a kid, as a father, my kid is young. I just want him now to follow my rules. I want him to always say yes, sir. I don't want him to say no. And what is the most powerful thing in the world? It's the money. So if he doesn't have so much money, he'll have to listen to me because he will come asking me for money. So if I need him for the money, that's what he thought. I was the opposite, man. I was making money, hiding the money, still listening to him. But that's how maybe he was raised, or
What about your brother? Did he also share the same traits, or was he more obedient to your dad, if you will?
My brother is a great entrepreneur right now, but as a kid, he was like an A+ student.
Uh-huh.
He was always like, yes, sir. If he doesn't like the rule, he would just like go to his room sad. Me, like, I don't like the rule. I'm arguing with you, even if you're gonna hit me after. I know I'm gonna take what I want from you. Like my siblings, if they want something from my dad, they would come to me. I'll go talk to my dad. Because I know how to talk to him.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was making money and not spending it because I wasn't actually selling shit for the money. It was just
the thrill.
So satisfying to be able to get something, better it, and sell it triple than what it costs you. Like this guy, 35 years old, can't even sell it the price that I can sell it because he's a loser. He's lazy. He doesn't want to try hard. Yeah. Right.
Okay. Would you? What about? What does your mother fit in all this? Or she just a mom that was like?
I think she had a very amazing role because she was a great mother and great wife.
Yeah.
So she was taking care of us.
She was Canadian, and then you're.
So my mother was born in Canada.
Yeah.
And when she met, she went to Lebanon for vacation with her parents.
Yeah.
And my dad did his thing, and he married her.
She never went back.
And we have a beautiful weather there, and he was making money. So why the fuck do you want to live in minus 40 degrees?
That is true. When you sell it like that, seems like a slam dunk. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now not anymore. You can't make money in Lebanon. It's not the same anymore.
I'm not familiar with its current situation at all. You said it's pretty corrupt over there right now and just rough.
So it's very safe. It's very beautiful if you want to go on a vacation. It's not like what the CNN tells you. Fuck them.
Yeah.
They talk shit. They tell you like it's not safe. Someone got kidnapped. Nothing. People there will host you, will feed you, won't expect anything from you. They want you to have the best time. But in Lebanon, it's very hard for me to say it, but if you have money, you can multiply it. If you don't have money, you're losing money. It's getting worse for you every day. And now, my generation and the younger generation, they're really smart. They got so many remote jobs. They're surviving. They're helping their parents. Listen, people are not hungry there.
Yeah.
They will always find a way to eat. They won't give up.
Right.
Because our government doesn't support losers. They're not gonna feed you if you don't work.
Right.
So you have to work. Circumstances there, you have to fucking work. If you don't work, you'll die. You'll die hungry.
Yeah. Okay. And then so because basically Lebanon sounds like it couldn't contain you, so you had to bounce over here so that you can spread your wings.
I've always dreamt of coming to Canada, and I had the citizenship, so I'm like, all I have to do is just book a ticket.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I wanted to come to Canada for the freedom. My dad was really grabbing us from the fucking balls.
Yeah.
If I go to the beach, and he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Because there's naked women there. What are you going to do there? You know, you can't party, you can't do shit. And also, after I graduated, I was working and I was like doing really amazing at what I do.
Mm.
And the results is just like, I felt like I have to kiss lots of ass to get what I want to get.
Mm.
And I'm like, I'm not going to kiss a loser's ass to get
Yeah.
what I want to get. And then, you know, like, that's it. I'm out of here.
Sweet. Very good. Did you leave behind like a lot of friends and everything like that? Or is it like, you're like, you know what? I have to do this, you know, like,
I
see you
knew
guys
lots
later.
of people.
Mm.
I was close to lots of people, but I wasn't really good at, like, I have close friends. I've never invited a kid to study in my house. I've never went to a kid's house.
Yeah.
It never happened because, like, I was a 9 years old man just talking to 35 years old and going to work.
Right.
Shit, like, we didn't have like the play dates and shit like this. This doesn't exist in our life. My brother and I too, you know, like, you're not studying, get to work.
Mm-hmm. I actually respect that. I mean, I feel like, you know, I feel like our society is a little soft.
I'm not complaining. That made me who I am.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I mean, obviously, your wealth of knowledge. Well, hold on. This might sound really stupid to me, but is English like a main language over there too? Like, why is your English so good then? Or like, what, like?
Well, thank you, but I don't think it's so good. It's the vodka.
Okay, no, I don't know.
Um,
Because if you've only been here since 2018, that's still like, did you know a little bit of English or like walk me through
yeah,
that?
good question. So, first language in Lebanon, it's not Lebanese, it's Arabic.
Arabic, okay.
Second language is French.
Oh, okay.
Third is English.
Okay.
As a little kid, they used to teach us French and Arabic from day one in school.
Okay.
And then in high school, they start teaching you English.
Oh, okay.
And I went to an American university in Lebanon.
Oh, okay.
So I actually know some German too.
Oh, sick.
So in Lebanon, that's a funny video. In Lebanon, they teach us all kind of languages. They know we're leaving one day. They know we need the Spanish, we need the English. In university, they give us elective courses like Spanish, all this stuff.
Sorry, what do you mean by you took an American university in Lebanon?
So there is American universities in Lebanon. So there is American University of Technology, American University of Beirut.
Okay.
And these are really expensive private schools.
What is the okay, again, educate me here. Like, I mean, like growing up in Canada, like I know Lebanese kids, and like I had friends that were Lebanese, and like I always get my hair cut by people who are Lebanese. You know, they like the best barbers ever. Anyway,
I'm sure they tell you funny stories.
Oh yeah, and I just love talking to them. Like, yeah, I really do. I mean, yeah. But right now, I guess it was the history of Lebanon. Was it highly like the French obviously made a big like did they expand into there or something? Like why is French?
That's how I got my blue eyes.
Okay.
I visited my grandmother.
Okay.
I got European features.
Yeah. That's true.
That's a joke. Maybe I don't know. She had blue eyes. I think they visited her grandmother.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the history basically essentially is like the French essentially went over there and then implemented a lot of their ways and then Americans did too. Like is that why there's American universities?
No.
Like I really feel stupid.
American university. No, man. Asking is great. You will be less stupid after this
podcast.
Yeah. So France stayed in Lebanon for many years.
Yeah.
And we adopted the language. We decided to keep it because it's a language, and Lebanese people always have left their country.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing more languages, it's good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they implemented this in the schools, and then after this, they implemented the English because they knew it's necessary.
Yeah.
The modern marketing ways, best videos, best marketing strategies, it starts from Lebanon and Dubai. In the world, US follows, then Canada follows. Just so you know.
No, I know Canada doesn't invent anything.
So no, we do invent lots of things in Canada, of course. Like it's a great country. I'm not. Like,
we're definitely little bro though. You know, on the big scale of things, Canada's not big bro leading
it's
the
not
charge.
that open-minded for new things. They want to see it succeeding with others, then they will take it, right? In Lebanon, they kind of create it because they're crazy and you can never satisfy them. So they keep on creating shit, especially also in Dubai. So when we started the Juice Dudes.
Yes.
I started doing marketing for juices in 2018. Now, in 2023, businesses are doing the same style that I was doing 4 years ago. And we started the Juice Bar 2019. So 4 years ago, I was doing marketing. Now people are like getting open-minded and they want to try it. The videos that I was filming at your pub today, at your bar, you know, these things I was doing at Juice Dudes 4 years ago.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, do you feel like an alien that just landed on a primitive fucking planet or something?
No, man.
You know, I'm here like not understanding like Lebanon's history and this and that, and then like, And then like even just simple little video tricks that you were showing me there that I was just like right there in front of me the whole time, and I brain didn't even think to go in that direction.
By the way, Sean has an amazing bar, and this is the first time I see a podcast in a bar. The food is amazing. The drinks are amazing. I can't stop fucking drinking. I'm going out tonight. It's a Friday, and I might just like by midnight I'll be fucking drunk or something. Great hospitality. It's called KAKS.
Bar and
not
podcast.
KAKS, not KAKS, KAKS, and they're in Calgary. If you're ever here, you should visit it. And you Calgary people, you should support this business. It's just an amazing business. They have this podcast to promote you, pay back to the community.
That's right.
I would absolutely be here every day. The food is amazing. The drinks are amazing. Staff is great. And the prices are so reasonable. I don't know, maybe because I'm from Ottawa, but like I think the prices are very reasonable. The place now is full, and everyone is having a great time. So you should check it out.
I could not have said it better myself, Jean-Claude. You took the words out of my mouth. No, no. Jean-Claude is obviously a natural leader, a natural salesman, and he's an honest guy. He has great energy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I have had trust issues in my life just due to just a variety of silly situations that arise. A lot of partly from my naivete, but Jean-Claude puts his money where his mouth is. He shows by action, and right now I'm going to plug all of Jean-Claude's information on the show notes. But actually, I don't even think I'm doing that because Jean-Claude's going to take the helm here, and he's going to revamp the KAKS Bar and Podcast standard for video production with his team. So 5 businesses. One of them is Juice Dudes, and that's out of Ottawa. It's a juice bar. Essentially,
yes.
And like
Juice Dudes, I don't own it. I'm the co-founder.
Okay.
And so I started the business with my brother. I was the owner with my brother, but then I stepped back to start my marketing agency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, doing the right thing.
Yeah, we're still like my brother and I. We don't like my businesses or his businesses. We don't.
Yeah.
We share everything.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So right now, then, what's your other 4? Like, what are they called? I know they're marketing, but what do they call this plug? Then let's get you out there.
First one, I'm going to say that by order, Revelation Marketing. Revelation Marketing, we do social media marketing consultancy. We educate clients on marketing. We do websites, applications, graphic design, all kind of marketing. I call it, we are the matchmakers between the consumer and the business and their service. After this business, I started Revelation Studio because pretty much I needed some content for my clients and I couldn't find good videographers. So I hired a team and I trained them. So we do weddings, events, commercials, social media content, everything that needs a camera. Third one was selfieroom.ca. Selfieroom.ca is a fully or semi-automated studio. We have 3 machines. We have the magic mirror, which is still not famous in Canada. It's like a big mirror. It's fully automated. You stand there, it takes pictures of you, and you can print some pictures. We have a 360 booth, and we have a photo booth, and we rent those to events. It's pretty much just rental. The photo booth, it's a replacement of a photographer. So let's say you want to get some headshots done. You know how much it costs you? $250 to $500. With the photo booth, we have a fully automated system, amazing camera, amazing quality, lighting, everything there. You book a session, it's 30 minutes. It costs you $70. Check it out, selfieroom.ca. $70. You can walk in the studio, take your own pictures with the remote control. In 30 minutes, you can do about 2 to 3 outfits, take amazing pictures, leave with amazing pictures. $70 fucking dollars. It can be even a date idea. So,
did you are you putting these in like basically every high school in Canada? Because I feel like every girl in high school would absolutely flood these booths.
Last week we were in Carleton University and we were in Ottawa U. These are the 2 biggest universities in Ottawa. Yeah. So we were hired to both events. Like we're doing pretty good with the selfie. And then the last one, but not least,
podcast.
Ottawa Podcast Studio.
Yeah.
We started Podcast Studio. We have a setup for 6 guests. It's fully automated. Everything is done. We have we have an operation manager. We have live streaming equipment, everything. And you just walk in with your guests and leave with the raw footage. You subscribe. It's also a new kind of business. Yep. I like to do what other people don't do.
Yeah. So. Sweet. Was that kind of what drew you to my presentation? Just when you heard like podcast, but then you really combined it with bar You're like, whoa.
Well, when you're first of all, I could tell you're a kind guy.
Yeah.
The way you were speaking, you sponsored the event. I tried your food, is good.
Mhm.
So once I tried the food and it's good, and you're a kind guy, now I want to pay attention to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to what you're saying, and like the idea is fucking good, and I haven't heard of it yet. It's a podcast studio and a bar at the same time. I'm like, this is a great idea. I was thinking to copy your idea, but then I'm like, I can't take on this challenge. I need to be smart, and I think you can do better at it.
Yeah.
And then man, I was really interested, and the whole business model is great. Supporting your community with the podcast, advertising other business owners.
That's right.
At the same time they're drinking. Like now you're drinking and you're on a podcast.
Yeah.
You're performing better because
you're drinking.
I'm not telling you go drink, but when you drink, you want to talk more.
Yeah, drink responsibly, but use drinking as a tool. I always said drinking should not be. It should be a celebration, not a medication. When you're drinking, if you're drinking to medicate because you feel bad all the time, just stop. You got to solve your problems. You're drinking to celebrate, to elevate the good times because things are going good, then by all means, But obviously, if you're medicating, you can still come down to KAKS Bar and Podcast. We'll help you through your tough times. I'm also a very good listener. And
got some hot servers, so I'm telling you, you're going to be happy.
Exactly. Jean-Claude, moving along here. So you obviously take care of yourself as well, because I think everyone who's smart, they also work out. You told me you work out all the time, you don't miss a day, and you look good. So what is sports something that you done your whole life as well? Because you didn't mention anything about athletics, but you're obviously big and built.
Yeah. So since I was a kid, I used to beg my dad let me go to the gym. So I've been working out. I grew a little belly when I was 11, and it fucking destroyed me. It pissed me off. I went home and I would do abs and whatever. I got rid of this belly in 2 months.
Yeah.
So I can never see myself in a bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see someone in a bad shape, even if you're a millionaire, I do not respect you. If you're letting go of yourself this way, if you're letting your belly right there, you can't even see your penis anymore. The fuck you're doing?
That's true.
Especially men. Women look good with extra pounds sometimes, But men, they never look good when they're fat. You look like a loser. I have my cousin now. He's a little bit overweight. I gave him a challenge. I told him, lose 20 pounds, and I'll give you $1,000 cash.
For how long? How long does it take to lose 20 pounds?
The faster he wants the $1,000, the faster he's going to lose the weight. So he's going to tell me if he's a loser or he's a winner. Mm-hmm. I swear to you, it's been 2 weeks. He lost 9 pounds.
So 11 more to go?
Yeah. The dude is doing amazing. Because I hate, even I can't see a family member of mine you're being a loser. Come on, man. You belong to my family. You're a Nasser, for fuck's sakes. Mm-hmm. And he's a full-time student, full-time worker. He's been in Canada for 6 months now. Mm-hmm. 6 months in Canada, full-time student, first-time worker. And he's challenged now to lose some weight and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if you are overweight as a man, I do not fucking respect you. I don't know what's your circumstances. You're a fucking loser.
Yeah, no, hey, I don't know why I'm laughing so hard at that. I'm not as harsh with you as you, because I've had a lot of good mentors in my life, and they're getting fat. You know who you are. Come on, guys, hit the gym. But at the same time, I'm huge into this warrior spirit.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes, go.
You're trying to be politically correct here.
I'm just sorry.
No. You are trying to be politically correct, and I get it. I understand.
Okay, let me ask you real quick. As an example, I don't know, Donald Trump, he's fat, right?
He's not so fat. And how old is he?
70-something.
Okay, go back to 35 years old. Yeah. Watch his videos. Was he fat?
He wasn't fat there.
There you go.
Okay, so but even then, say 75, he's a little bit chunky. Whether you love him or you hate him, I'm just talking. Donald Trump is a successful person. We cannot deny that. So that's what I'm saying. He's
at his age, man. He doesn't have the same metabolism as you and me.
Right.
But compare him to our age, he was healthy. I'm not saying go have biceps and whatever, but don't let go of yourself.
Okay, I guess that's what I wanted to clarify.
Listen, if you become fat, do you respect yourself?
No.
There you go. How can I respect you then? That's what I'm saying. If you can't respect yourself, I can't respect you. If I let people disrespect me, that means I disrespect myself. So if you're letting go of yourself, you just go, food is good, sugar is good, and you're becoming really overweight. And come on, man. Let's be honest. If you're fat, you cannot perform good and bad. You cannot be. You can't work hard
Yeah.
because you get tired faster. You can't be as productive. You're always also hungry. You're wasting time on cooking and eating and buying food.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my
Oh no,
point.
hey, I do agree with you. Like I right now, I guess my interpretation of the thing was, do you want to be jacked? That's the
No.
yeah,
Doesn't
so
matter.
it's
Be fit, be healthy.
be fit, be healthy. Yeah.
Little belly, that much, sure, but like I'm saying fat.
Yeah.
I'm saying belly. You can't see your penis anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not targeting the women. And I'm not targeting the women. The women are beautiful, even if they're like extra, couple pounds here, couple things to grab. Like it's okay. I'm talking to the man.
Casanova here.
I'm
man.
talking. No.
I mean, seriously,
Honestly,
Hey,
like
no, yeah.
women with a couple extra pounds, they're cute.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm the same way. Like I don't like them thin. Like
Yeah.
I like the whole super thin thing was never something I gravitated towards. Because I think at a primitive level, thin means, hey, like you can
So
be
you're
able to
telling me
bear children.
Your fiance is a little chubby.
Jess
Don't
looks
say yes.
beautiful.
Don't say yes.
Jess
Don't
looks
say yes.
beautiful. Jess looks beautiful.
That's awesome.
Mm.
You have to know this, man. It's not gonna get easier.
Yeah, I kind
If
of
you're
make peace
thinking
with
it's
that.
gonna get easier,
No,
it's not.
I've grown. My last podcast with Rachel, we addressed this, and I used to enjoy having fun, if you will. One only thing I enjoy now is the hustle and grind. It makes everything else. It makes everything else make sense. Like before, I used to be able to watch a show, get really into it. Now I do watch shows, but I watch them because they just further inspire me to hustle more. And before,
They add value in your
yeah,
journey.
in my imagination, really. Like before, I'd be that guy. You have to sit down and really watch a show, watch all 12 of it, so you can talk about it with your friends and everything. Now I leave things running in the background. All I need is images of people handling hardcore circumstances and triumphing over it. And again, it already triggers my mind into the grind and everything like that. Yeah, no, but the only problem with the sleep is this: when I wake up, the instant I'm doing things, I'm okay. But it's just that constant physical pain. When you wake up, I don't know, I feel like shit. Like my body's like, oh, like we need a few more hours, and I just push to like it's like
How many hours are you sleeping a night?
under 5 right now.
Yeah, well, of course you'll feel like shit.
Yeah,
And
but that's all I got.
What keeps you up? Like, is it you overthink when you go to
No,
bed?
I just don't have time. So we close at 2 a.m. here, but by the time we shut down the bar, we're doing everything right now, right? Get to bed around 3, and I have to be up by 9 probably because I have to edit the videos. I have to hit the gym. I have to get my meals in. I have to make sure I'm awake at the time that other people are awake to answer their emails. Like, I don't want to answer their emails 2 hours later just because I needed 2 more fucking hours of sleep. So I'm thinking about other people's time, and I'm like, other people are up, by 9, and just because I went to bed at 4 doesn't mean I can get up at noon because now I'm setting them back by 3 hours.
What's your goal? You want to be successful, right?
Of course.
Well, do you know what you need to be successful? First thing, most important thing, you need to be fucking healthy.
Yeah.
So first thing, man, stop editing your fucking videos. You're not a video editor.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay? I'm not a guy who gives advice.
Yeah.
But I like you, and I'm gonna share this with you.
Yeah.
Do what you're good at.
Yeah.
Find someone in India to edit your fucking videos. You're waking up 2 hours earlier than you should just because you're gonna edit videos. Emails can wait. You have to be healthy. You have to sleep well. You have to reward yourself. If you don't do this, you're gonna crash. You're gonna fail. You're gonna be short-tempered with your team. You're not gonna be able to smile to your clients. You're still keeping up now, but it's been like a couple months. Give it 2-3 other months, and then you'll become like a grumpy granddad.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And it's coming closer than you think. Right now, it's just I need people to come down and support KAKS podcast. Not that it sounds like I'm begging, but I'm just saying we are a startup, and me and my friend made a lot of mistakes. Rookie mistakes were made that positioned us in a scenario where we have to do a lot more ourselves. For instance, like certain things. I'm not going to name names. We thought it was a good price. We paid it, and now we found out we overpaid by a buttload. And but now we're in a position where it's like, well, we already paid for that. We might as well ride the services out to a certain point before we double up. Otherwise, we're just doubling up on paying on something, right? So right now, but that mistake happened, sorry to say, more than twice just on us because, again, we just thought these people were nice people and were like telling us the truth and giving us a good deal, and they weren't. And now in hindsight, like, you guys didn't, and, we're probably going to have to talk later, or just realistic. I'm not recommending you. And we're going to finish off our term and we're going to proceed forward. It's just things like that set us back. Has positioned ourselves now into the scenario that we're at. But Jean-Claude, that's why, I I projected my needs to the universe, and you came, swerving in, basically in a figurative Lamborghini or whatever, and just came out with like a really reasonable offer. You said, I'm going to show you some stuff once. Pay attention. You don't pay attention, it's on you. And first one's free, and after that, and we can discuss business after. And like, but the amount of stuff you show me right now, it's already triggered my mind into like correcting a lot of things. And I do, I work hard, and I also am conscientious about not making mistakes once I know they were a fucking mistake. That's my main problem. If I didn't know it was a mistake, I just keep doing it.
What you named now, they do not sound like mistakes. They sound like a bad gamble, and you'll go through this every other day. And don't blame yourself for doing it. You had balls to try something, and you take a risk. You do a mistake when you can only call it a mistake when you knew it's a bad idea and you still did it. This is the time to sleep right. This is the time to work out. This is the time to eat healthy, because now you're feeding families.
Yeah.
You have employees.
That's true.
You're not responsible only of you.
Oh, yeah.
And you cannot be a good business owner if you're not healthy. You have to be healthy, man.
Yeah.
So if you're doing editing, just hire someone, let them do it. Just sleep. It's okay. Don't think how much you're paying. It will come. Money is coming. Money is coming.
You said something like when we were working out today that I kind of want to dive into, and you can decide whether or not you want to really dive into it. But you said you're a bit of a hothead or whatever back in the day. Like, take me through that. Like, how much? Like, let's. Not that I want to get your lawyer involved or whatever, but but I like. There's something about me is I can relate. I absolutely was a hothead growing up. But like what you're obviously a good guy as well. And it shows through your kindness of offering some really good services and advice and things like that. But what was it, because of your relationship with your dad that you were just kind of like hardcore and then like got yourself into some messes and stuff like that, or like just take me through that a little bit?
I didn't get myself into messes, but I was like, no one can fuck with me still till now.
Mm-hmm.
But before I learned that I can defend myself with punching someone.
Yeah.
Now,
like, did you box? Like, cause you
I did. My brother and I, we were trained, and we actually fought.
Just boxing?
Yeah, kickboxing.
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 Muay Thai or kickboxing?
Kickboxing.
Okay, sweet. So no elbows, no knees?
No elbows. Okay. I know how to do that.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. No, I love all martial arts, by the way. That's actually my first love. I love combat sports. I love it. I can do Joe Rogan's job. I'm like an encyclopedia with that shit. Like I memorize fighters' stats. I trained myself in a variety of things. I never fought professionally, but I know this sounds silly.
Do you bet on games? Do you bet?
I don't bet because I don't. Honestly, Jean-Claude, I just never took the time to learn the games.
Okay,
that's it. But like, whenever my friends ask me for who do you think is going to win in a fight, because I know my stuff, I'm often right, and I almost think I'm like, I should bet on some of these fights because like I it's not just who's going to win that night. I'm so intricately like an encyclopedia of these people's lives. Like I just naturally follow their Instagrams and it sticks. Like I know, hey, this guy, I'm pretty sure he didn't train this week because he was at this event because I know he flew here. And then I was like, he's fighting a wrestler. And then I compare this guy's NCAA All-American, this guy's high school.
The psychology with the
training, I know I can already read that.
History with everything.
And then just even weird shit too. I'll just look at that fighter's girlfriend page and see. I can almost predict what's going on in their personal life.
So you do all this and you don't bet.
Exactly.
I don't bet, and I'm not telling you go bet, but you're doing a better job than the people who are betting.
I just have so many friends that have fucked their life up gambling, and some of them are still. I don't think they'll ever recover from it. They're in bad situations right now.
No. If you respect your money, if you work hard for your money, you'll never.
That's exactly
gamble.
it. I just look at hours. I'm like, I can't just throw that away, man.
I'm surprised you don't gamble. You're Chinese.
I know. I am.
I
Chinese.
go to the casino. It's all Chinese. But they're winning.
It's true. A lot of Chinese people gamble, but I don't know. Spiritually, I feel more like a Viking. I don't know.
I know, man. I've never gambled. I went to the casino a couple of times because the ambiance is nice.
Yeah.
When you go, and like you go get a drink, you meet some mature people on the bar. Gambles like back in the day when I had a girlfriend, like. She would sit on my lap and we would play with $50 like in the machine and that's it. Like I'm not even hoping to win. It's just the experience.
Yeah.
I never like, let's go gamble and let's hope to make money. Fuck. You
Yeah.
make money when you work hard. You'll never enjoy it. I won a couple of times when we went and we did it, and like
What were you playing?
the money meant nothing. Like the machine, you put money in it.
Just slot. Yeah.
And one time I won like $500, and like meant nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Meant nothing to me. I spent it. I don't even know where I spent
Mhm.
it. But if I work hard to make some money, fuck, I don't want to let go of this shit.
I will say there was one thing that caused me to let go of my money very, very fast and like a stupid fucking
Women.
idiot. Women, yeah. When I was my first trip to Vegas was an absolute one. It's singed in my memory. One of the best times of my life, dude. But holy fuck, this is what a dumb idiot I was. I walked into the Spearmint Rhino. Okay, like at the time, I think Frank Mir was like Frank Mir's the ex-heavyweight champion UFC. I think he was bouncing that night. I'm 99% sure that was him. I was just like, and then, but anyway, if it wasn't him, that guy sure fucking looked like him. And anyway, it was the night George St. Pierre beat BJ Penn for the unifying, like the welterweight title. BJ Penn moved up in weight. This was 2009, I think, or 2008. But anyway, I go to the Spearmint Rhino. I've never seen anything like it before. Okay, and like I just got my balls just completely hijacked my brain. Like I'm talking about like the fee to pull out the ATM there, cash is like $50 just to pull out anything. So if you want to pull out $100, you got to pay $50. Anyway, I went to that ATM so many times, and then just a round of women walking around. I remember I was just like throwing my money.
Did you get laid that night?
No,
Of course.
no, and dude, I was there for like. Because it seemed like it ran 24 hours, but I definitely was there from like 7 p.m. till.
How much did you spend?
I don't even want to say, man.
No, just tell me.
At that place?
Yeah.
Oh man, couple $1,000, okay. But for someone in my position at the time, there like that.
It's a big number for anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, let's say it was under $10,000. Okay, but let's just say I didn't vacation for a few years to kind of recoup. But then I also just had to understand,
you
like
learn the lesson that you'll give to your son and to your grandchildren.
Yeah.
Everyone. So let's take it. Let's say it this way. I'm not gonna call you.
It went to someone named Bubbles. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, fuck. I've never done something like this before.
Yeah.
It's always like I would spend sometimes, but like I'm with my friends. I treat them whatever. It always comes back like good karma, but. I never spend I spend money on my suits and whatever, but like it's all investment. I invest in me and make me happy, but like invest in a fucking casino and give the ATM machine $50.
Yeah,
that's so dumb. I'm sorry, man, but that's so dumb.
Yeah, no, dude. It didn't happen twice. That was like a one time where it went like that, you know. But and then afterwards, it was
Were you heartbroken?
With the I felt
when you went there. Were you heartbroken? No, not when you spend the money. When you walked in there.
No, I was just horny, dude. Like testosterone just boosting through my system.
Jerk off twice.
Doesn't do it, man. You can jerk off 10 times. It doesn't matter. At that point, I had unlimited testosterone. I don't know what it was.
No, it's never unlimited. You jerk off twice, you calm down.
Sir, twice is not enough. Like back then, there's something wrong with me. Like my friends always joke around that I'm Quagmire from Family Guy. You know, I actually have Quagmire's shirt. Like I made it myself.
So instead of spending $8,000 at that casino, if you just pay money for some
gentleman's
bitches,
club, but
gentleman's club, just pay money for some women, make some phone calls, get some women, stare at them naked. And
I don't know what it was, man. It's just at the time that bar specifically was
you did it once. That's good. You didn't do it twice. But,
no, I couldn't. Like I literally couldn't. Like
because you didn't have enough money.
Didn't have enough money. Because I bought my place, right? So like I actually was a homeowner now, and like I was working in oil and gas. I was making good money, and but everything was flush to set myself in that position. Other than that, I was always good with my money. Like I always paid for my cars up front, no debt, nothing like that. Very reasonable. Always gave back. Always had money for families and birthdays. Was never that guy who's like, oh, I'm short here. No, none of that. But at that time, like I just learned right there. I'm like, people make fun of it, but there is such a thing as a sex addiction. Like it really, because the amount of dopamine I was released, it's not normal. And I realized that because the way I talked to all my friends at the time, I'm like, why is everyone else not reacting like this? You know, and they're like, I don't know. It's kind of like what you just said. Like I'm done after a couple lap dances. And I'm like, really? Like I had a stripper, dude. She took off her clothes, and I was like, can you put it on and take it off again? Like it was like ridiculous.
Guess how many times I've been to the strip club?
None.
Once.
Okay.
Once and
Jean-Claude, that was my past life. I'm an engaged man now.
I'm not judging you. I'm not judging. I'm not saying I'm a better man. I'm not gonna say.
Oh no, you are.
I'm not gonna.
You are a better man.
I'm not gonna trash talk myself.
You are a better man.
Listen. We all have our bad habits, and I'm not gonna talk about them right now. But I've been only once, and I didn't like how I could see tits without working for it. I didn't like, and I didn't like I can pay for something to get it. Like, no,
Yeah.
it has to be a smarter.
You're
game.
just an entrepreneur
No,
through and
it
through.
has to be a smarter way, man. I have to like give her this eye contact. If I give her the eye contact and then she takes off her bra, it means way better than for me than like I'm paying her money and then no, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. No, hey, I agree. I don't do.
You cook a meal, you cook a burger at home, you make it from scratch, and you go to street store and you buy it. Which one do you have?
Of course,
more
of
fun
course.
with?
Whatever you put your soul into has more of an impact on your soul. Hey, no, Jean-Claude, you're not wrong in any way. Like I'm not like no everyone. It's just a fun story for other people to hear.
Yeah, you
but
earned a
it's
story about cost you
stupid.
$8,000. Fuck it.
Probably, yeah.
I can't get over it. Give him some drinks.
Yeah.
So yeah, talking back about I'm hard headed and shit.
Yeah.
Man, I grew up in Lebanon. I didn't
Yeah.
grow up in Ottawa.
Yeah.
It's like, like
How many
all
fights?
your friends are bullies there. They love you,
Yeah.
but they're bullies.
Yeah.
And I used to bully bullies.
Mm.
I never bullied like a kind guy or like a weak person. But like a bully who bullies all the school,
Yeah.
I'm fucking bullying them.
Nice.
I don't go after the weak ones. And
Mhm.
like, I don't like anyone to come talk bad to my brother or my friends. Like, listen, if you're hurting someone I care about, I'm in the front line. Because you're in a culture where you have to be a fucking monster. You're not a monster, dogs will fucking bite you. They will eat you out.
Mhm.
No, that's bad. They will eat you. And seriously, man, if you show weakness,
Yeah.
you're like surrounded by sharks.
I actually like that though. I like that kind of mentality. I feel like look at what it's I don't know. I just feel like it made you into who you are, and right now I just feel like there's
Yeah,
something.
we're never depressed.
Yeah, well,
we're
you always
never
have
depressed.
you guys always have a mission, right? And your stress levels is heightened in the right way because like good stress is actually good for the body. Like bad stress is when I say bad stress is like feeling actually sad. That's bad, but like
Good
that stress
is
of
challenge.
challenge stress is good. That's what all old people who are kind of young looking is because they're constantly challenged. That's it. Like all old people who aren't challenged, they fade fast.
I grew up. You gotta have balls. If you don't have balls, you're fucked. Like, here's a funny story. We were in high school, and some guy, like, I was standing with my friends, and my sister, she was with her girlfriend, like with her friend. She's a lady friend, and then a guy comes and introduces himself. Hey, my name is George. What's your name? To her friend, she said, I'm Sandy. And then he goes to my sister. What's your name? She's like, my name is blah blah blah. I'm JC's sister. The guy says, I did not say hi. I did not see you. I'm sorry I wasted your time. And he fucked off. And then she felt good. She felt instantly protected. That's why she mentioned my name.
Yeah.
So, especially in Lebanon, you gotta be like this, man.
Yeah.
And even in Canada, like now, like what I see, I don't see it as safe as it used to be before. Like I'm from Ottawa. Every weekend there's stabbing.
Yeah.
Every weekend in Lebanon and downtown Beirut, there's no this shit. It's safer.
Mm.
So, and I'm not trash talking. I'm not comparing. I'm in Canada. I love it. I would never go back and do business in Lebanon. I respect the culture here. I respect everything.
You're just
I'm
calling
saying,
it as you see it.
now these days in 2023, you need to have balls. You need to help your son to have balls. It's not okay to cry over everything. It's not okay to be emotional.
Yeah.
You have to fucking have balls. You have to man up.
Hey, speaking of manning up, I want to ask you. You brought up heartbreak at least twice or three times now on this podcast. Like, did you? Okay, how am I wording this? Because every man's gone through heartbreak, and heartbreak's fucking terrible. Like, especially if you've never gone through it. It's one of those weird things that will it'll leave a mark, and it'll leave a mark for a long time until you get out of it. If you never get out of it, like I definitely went through like depression. Like now that I'm so far out of it, I don't even want to use that word, disgust me, but at the time when I didn't know better, it does drain you completely because especially if you get dumped, you literally feel like everything you've done up to that point to become a man meant nothing because someone truly doesn't respect you. But I've come to realize now through my wisdom of old age, it was my behavior that caused that disrespect. Things like, as you said, chasing, right? Like needy behavior, things like that. But did you go through some serious heartbreak or something where people around you, like, because you keep referring to that, to think that that's always a default thing that will cause someone to go to their vices, right?
I keep referring to that because every man I meet, they relate everything that goes with them to heartbreak. And so And I believe that men don't act like men only when they're heartbroken, and then when they're thinking with their hearts and their penis, not when they're thinking with their brain. And when do you think with your penis or with your heart? When you're loving something or someone. So, and when you say heartbreak, I don't mean relationships only. Heartbreak can be friendship, it can be anything else. And I believe um, all your actions now are a reaction of some traumas happened in your past. And when I say trauma, it's not like this negative trauma. It's like experiences you learned when you were a kid. You lost a friend, you fucked up with a friend, you did a mistake with your parents, someone mistaken with you.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
yeah,
told you about mine, and I kind of already I talked about it yesterday on the podcast with Rachel. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a lot of my temper stem from when I was 12 over that beating at the bus stop. Yeah, like I got my ass kicked. Like I actually thought I was going to die. Like I just remember feet, bottom of Nike and Reebok shoes, like repeatedly on my face, like four kids stomping me out, and I was just like thinking, oh, this is how it ends. Like and then also just the pain sensories, like, and I remember after that it was like just something got programmed, like some stubborn programming came where it's like if someone ever snaps at you, you snap back right away. Like I don't care what the circumstances are because they will do it again. So you snap back, and not only snap back, you mean it, you know. But now that's a dumb brute way of thinking because it's actually probably cost me many times being able to do business or have a situation. But I've also realized, like, as bad tempered as I am, like I've never snapped at someone like that without them like doing it first to initiate. Like, I never initiated.
you're always protecting yourself.
Yeah, because of that. But that now I think is silly. I need to reprogram it because just because, like, you know, like when people yell now as grown-ups, it look, it's not a grown-up thing to yell, but at the end of the day, it's like, was the guy gonna pull out a knife and shank you? No, he was obviously fired up about the topic at hand. Like I should stay calm, you know. But it is almost like a weird. But I'm becoming more cognizant of it now, and I'm getting the handle of it. But the reaction is being controlled, but the internal, my adrenaline actually spikes the instant like someone raises their voice because I'm always like, you know, like it's like, you know, so that's something there that is trauma. Absolutely, it got diagnosed for me actually. I didn't even know about that until like 10 years later. Like,
Yeah, I believe like trauma, put it this way, like experience. So like if I go and I'm on the street now and I see a situation, someone approach me, want to talk to me, how do I talk to them back? My brain starts telling me, listen, remember when that guy spoke to you, and that's how you should speak to them, and you can maybe make money from them, you can be friends, and they can be a threat. So like this is a trauma.
mm,
This is like past experiences that they are reoccurring in your life right now, and that's how you make your judgments.
yeah, yeah. I think everyone has trauma. It's people who don't have trauma, and what I mean by that is like people who had a really easy life. Their trauma now is that they didn't have trauma, and they know that they're missing a big piece of their being. You know.
They're checking us on us if you want drinks. Yeah, give me more, baby.
Jean Claude, we did an hour already, a little bit over. Do you want to keep going for maybe 10, 15 more minutes, or do you want
We
to?
gotta pay for it.
You don't want to pay for nothing. Okay, we'll wind it down. Let's and I guess your editors can kind of edit out this little.
We can go if you want to go. If you don't have nothing.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do,
yeah.
like, we can
Okay,
do
we'll go
another
15 more minutes
20.
here. Yeah, yeah. Right now, what's again? I don't know why I'm fascinated with this because you're again you can answer if you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer it. But why is a guy like you not choosing a family and a relationship and stuff? Because you're gonna make a great dad one day. These advices need to be spread to some young man eventually. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to just the young boys need this, right? Right? Because this is like this this is the life force of turning into a person, you know. But yeah, but what's with you still living like James Bond right now?
Thank you. You're being very kind, man. It's not like I don't want a family. I do have a family. I have a father, I have a mother, I have sisters, I have a brother. I have friends that I care of, and they are blood to me right now. I have team that I care about them, and I never want to see them in need of money or of advice or of anything, and I'll always be there to them. So I kind of have a family now that I have. But to answer your specific questions, why I don't have a girlfriend, I'm not dating, I don't date, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids. Well, I have a very good reason.
Your balls work, right?
That's my reason.
Oh.
I want to live in my dream house. I want to drive my dream car. I want to travel to all the countries that I want to travel. And then I want to get married. And how I picture it is I want to have a castle, and I want my future wife to walk in this castle and sit on the chair and take care of my castle. I do not want her to build it with me because,
Wow, that's like the opposite of the gold digger fear.
yeah, well, it's not. No, no, no. Listen, if your woman builds the castle with you, she'll have a saying. It's 50-50 relationship. And 50-50 relationships are never healthy. But you can never ask her, oh, it's not 50-50, but you're paying half the bills. I'm providing. I'm protecting. And by all means, I'm providing. I'm protecting. And if I want to get married, I don't want to marry a money maker. I want to marry a mother and a wife. And I bet you to everything I have right now, no woman can be a mother, a wife, and can please a job. These are 3 full-time jobs. You can't. The woman is so powerful, they can do 2 full-time jobs. She can be a mother and a wife. She can be a mother and a worker. She can be a wife and a worker, but she cannot be a worker, a mother, and a wife. She will lack in one of those 3. And most likely she's gonna lack at being a wife. Come on, man. Like, I'm working 6 days a week when I'm dead. Now I'm working 7. Working 6 days a week. I'm working fucking 11 hours a day to provide for family and like feed this fucking castle. And then I want to come back home to a tired woman from kids and work. Who's fucking me? Who's making me fresh meals? I can't make it for myself. I work 12 hours and I'm not going to jerk off. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
But if you put her in a situation, hey, let's build this castle together. No, you gotta change diapers. I'm never changing diapers. I'm not disrespecting any man who does. I'm just saying that's how I want to live my life. I think if a marriage will last if every person in this relationship taking responsibility of something. You cannot have 2 CEOs in one company. You can only have one. In a house, you can't have 2 people running the house. Only one person runs the house. And I'm not saying the woman does not have a saying. I was having this conversation with my sister the other day, and that's really important. I know it's taking time, but that's really important. The man is leading. He's the leader. The woman is following and making sure the other followers are good, the kids, but doesn't say that she's not helping with directions. A man sometimes picks the wrong direction. The women should not be here, should not say stop. The women should redirect. In her position as a follower, she will redirect by asking questions, by being kind, by showing him the mistakes in a nice way.
Yeah, I totally can. Well, your editor's taking the helm for this episode. We can edit that if you even want to talk. Like, I appreciate that answer. That's something I would ask you.
No, fuck it. Let's put it out there. I've answered some people. I have a policy now in 2023, and it's on my social media accounts. I put like my rules for 2023, and one of them was like to stay single. Mm-hmm. And I'm fucking happy as fuck. I'm traveling so much. I'm meeting great people like you, and I'm so productive.
Yeah, no, I like at the end of the day, I'm not anyone to talk. Like, I don't have kids. Almost all my friends do. That is probably something I do want, but right now I do have a bigger theory as to why that situation is what it is. I think again, maybe you can comment on this with me. By the way, your answer is an amazing answer. I don't judge you for that, and I know you didn't give a fuck even if I did judge you, but I don't judge you. And I just point out, majority of history, though, that was the natural dynamic, culture wide across every fucking civilization. So it's like what Jean-Claude has said here is not. It's not offensive or nothing.
For that history, it's common fucking sense.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 CEO in one company. That's it. Period.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the boss or you're the boss.
Yeah, exactly. And deep down, like a lot of women, they deep down do want to just they want to be the mother. They want to, you know what I mean? Like
it's now more than ever.
Yeah.
You know how many women I mean? Oh fuck! I'd love to stay home and take care of the kids and shave my pussy and you come fuck me after. I want to look good. You know, my wife, as a reward of taking care of my kids and of me, she'll have a credit card. I want her to go twice to the spa every week.
Yeah.
I want her to be arrested. I want her to get a fucking massage.
Yeah. Hey, dude. We share very similar values, actually. I just didn't want to make Jess feel undervalued because she works right now. But yeah, no, but I definitely am the leader at home, and she loves that. She said that many times. She feels more safe and normal when I'm the leader, you know. And anyway, but all I'm trying to say is just shifting gears to like, I do think that the kid thing is a very fascinating one because the I think that there's just a collective consciousness.
That is not a single. That's a triple.
Oh, you
That's a triple. They're doing it right.
I did not.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. I think when it went like this, I think he thought triple. I don't know. That was just me putting my fingers.
Yeah, that's a fucking triple.
Yeah. Okay. You want to wash it down with a cider?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think that that human beings are connected psychologically, like a string of webs, and I think that there's this almost like a beehive mentality where we're signaling like too many people, not enough people. Okay, we're not sure if there's too many people, not enough people. So only the people that are 1,000% sure they want to be a dad, like and mom, then go. People unsure, stay neutral. We don't need more, right? But like I really believe, say a crisis happened globally, like say aliens came down, and there was just some fucking massive war happened, and like they just wiped out like fuckloads of women or men. Like, and then all of a sudden there's a population disparity, and Elon Musk does his calculations, and he's just like, okay, we're gonna have to create more people. I think all of a sudden, despite all the values you said, you might be right away like condom off, like just coming in every girl. You know what I mean? I think it's like this weird calling, like because when I was a child, I remember all I wanted to do was be a dad. That was deeply singed in my brain. I saw who my dad was. I really looked up to him. I still look up to him. In other ways, he's not an entrepreneur, but then somewhere around just 7-8 years ago, all of a sudden overnight, it was like, I don't want kids. Like, and then and by I'm like, why don't I want them all of a sudden? And I think there's some kind of collective thing.
I'll ask you a question and we'll change your mind. Mm-hmm. Would you end your life now?
Would I end my life?
Yeah.
Like commit suicide?
Life? Yeah, no. Would you?
No.
Why?
I don't believe in suicide.
No. Why would you not end your life? Because you're having fun in your life. You're
true.
Enjoying the challenge. You're enjoying your life. No.
No. Well, no, I am. But if I was to die today, like just countering the oh my god, what all this years of shit could have happened? What would it have been like? Same time, it's all that shit I don't have to deal with anymore. But
would you rather stay alive and deal with the shit, or would you rather die today without you ending your life? I'll fucking kill you. So you answer this. Not committing suicide. Would you rather drop dead now, or you live the other challenges and you live for tomorrow and what's coming for you and marrying Jen? What's her name? Jess, and make kids with her, or not make kids with her, or sleep with her again like 10 times. Which one would you rather? Me killing you now, or living another 100 years?
Okay, guys, I'm going to answer that question.
Well, yes or no? Which one?
Yeah, I'm answering that question. Life first.
There you go.
Okay? Life first. Like, always fight for life because it's brief anyway.
Exactly.
So my logic is, even if you lived 100, that's brief. Like, you may as well see how it plays out no matter what.
Awesome. So you picked life.
Yes.
But when you're not having new kids, you're giving them the other choice, the death. You are not giving them the blessing that you're living right now. So your job as a human being is be generous and make another kid and get them and let them live the life that you're living. You just said it. You picked life over death.
Yes.
But when you're not making more kids, you're giving them death. Because you're not giving them life.
Right. But Jean-Claude, I never said, okay, hold on. I got to retract. When I said I don't want kids, what I meant to say was I should reword.
Not right now.
8 years ago, all of a sudden, I did, yes, all of a sudden the urge was not there. It was like my mentality towards it was more like say Jess couldn't have kids, right? Like say just ovary issues. Like my mentality is I should still ejaculate into a sperm donor thing and offer it to someone out there who could need it. Like the procreating thing, I do agree, but I do think there's a collective consciousness connecting us because otherwise we would all just do it now. Why wouldn't you and I just splooge it right now and be like, hey, in case, you know what I mean? Like
I always tell my dad, he always he's pushing me. My brother is getting married in September and he has like a beautiful fiance and my dad's always pushing me. You should get married. Yalla, yalla, habibi, yalla, habibi. And I'm like, listen, I want kids. I don't want a wife. If you want kids, now pick the color, pick the culture, pick the ethnicity. I'll go make someone pregnant. I don't want a wife. I think when we decide like we don't want kids anymore, because when we're kids, we want to have kids because we want to be like our dads. But when we grow up, we're selfish. We want to fuck bitches. We want to make money. We want to wear Rolex. We want to wear nice suits. We want to drive a nice car. And you can't do those when you have a kid. So it's kind of selfishness. But at some point, after you do all this stuff, and then you want to get married after, I know I'm ending up with 5, 6 kids. I know I'm gonna end up with a bunch of kids and beautiful wife. This is gonna happen, but only when I'm ready, financially, mentally, and everything. Because I'm not gonna start a family and put my wife in a situation where she's miserable. She can't have her favorite brands and whatever, and like healthy penis.
Yeah, I love your answer, and you're obviously a fucking smart guy. So that's the most thought out explanation I've heard in a long time. It's just fascinating to me when you see someone like you know who Charlie Hunnam is?
No idea.
He's the actor who plays in Sons of Anarchy.
Maybe I know his face. I don't know.
He's handsome fucking dude. Like blonde, like he kind of looks like you, but he's full white.
Maybe that's why I don't know him. Because he's handsome.
Yeah. But Charlie Hunnam, like man, like him and his wife just were like, nah, we're not having kids. Like they just, and he's a multi-millionaire super actor. And then they asked like, oh, is it your wife can't have kids? He's like, actually no, like she's healthy and fertile. But and then he went into a philosophical explanation. He just said like, look, I can't find the exact interview, but I can tell he said something, but I knew what he was really trying to fucking say, okay? And if he says that this is what he's really trying to fucking say, like if I was in a room with him, I would call him a fucking liar, right? Okay? The guy, he basically said, so bear with me on this, because like he didn't say this. He says, I have such a privileged life, it fucking pains me that most people don't have this, and the guilt eats at me, and I feel like this is too lucky of a life. Like I'm ridiculously rich, handsome, beautiful wife, like everything's worked out. He's like, he's almost has a guilt. He's like, I shouldn't. Someone else should have a chance to have a good time. Like I have to end the situation, the bloodline. Like you could feel like that's basically what he was saying, and I was like, whoa, like, and he always is giving. He's just giving now. Like he's just like
he's feeling guilty. He's feeling sad. He's not happy
because he's so wow. I don't know why but his, like he just feels like, man, like it's almost like there's such a thing as, man, I'm too lucky. Like, fuck, like if I have a kid, they're gonna be lucky too. Like it's like I don't know.
I would argue this point. Let's say I have money, I can help.
Yeah.
I can make other rich.
He's already helped.
I can mentor them. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then you should feel good.
Yeah.
This guy is still feeling guilty. There's a reason. Someone should dig in his history.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're feeling guilty and you're helping. Like, how can this happen? You
I don't
earned
know.
it.
I don't know.
You made money. You earned it. If you're feeling guilty and you're rich, that means you're a piece of shit. That means you did something sketchy. That means you took advantage of someone and you can't get over it. Come on, you're feeling so guilty and you're helping. Man, I want to be fucking powerful so I can help so many people.
Could my theory have also been correct though? Small chance in your mind?
I don't know, man. Because I believe if you're actually happy and you're not suicidal, you want kids.
Yeah.
And if you don't want kids, that means you have the wrong friends around you, or like you have the wrong idea, and you need to have a good friend who's gonna tell you, listen, man, you're not fair. You're not being fair. You're being selfish, being a piece of shit. You're there. You exist for a reason. You exist because you need. How many people do you help? Have you helped in your life?
Wow, what do you mean by help though?
Help, give an advice, support, give actual help, a lot. So if you have 2 more kids, each one of them will help a lot, and then they have kids. That's how we can survive.
Yeah. Jean-Claude, I'm not saying don't have kids, people. Like I believe the human race needs to procreate as well. You know, don't get me wrong. I hope to have kids in a way, but at the same time, I mean. Like I don't know, maybe you gotta edit things out.
I mean, it's the easiest thing ever. Get someone pregnant. Just have some kids, man. If anyone who doesn't have kids or doesn't want kids, like they have depression or they're sad, or like this little guy, what's his name?
Charlie Hunnam. But I don't know if again I preface it heavily. I don't fully know if that's what he meant to say because he talked in such a long-winded circle. But like,
I have a great friend, and I take him to lunch every couple of weeks, and he doesn't want to have kids. He has a girlfriend and whatever. He's now 65. He never wanted kids, but guess what? his parents dumped him when he was 7 years old.
So there's trauma there.
There's big trauma. He feels like if he gets kids, he's not gonna be fair enough. He didn't tell me this, but he told me about the trauma.
You know Robert Kiyosaki? That's why he said he didn't want kids, because he has no kids. Him and his wife, Kim, and because it was an interview, it's pretty recent, and the guy was like, "Oh shit, I thought you had 10 kids." The internet says you have 10 kids. Robert Kiyosaki came out and said, "I have no kids, even though I have 2 dads, rich dad, poor dad." And then he just said like, "I would be an absolute shit father. I'll tell you that right now." And then they're like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's like, I have trauma that I would be a shit father. And then and he's like, and I know that, and like it's like maybe, and then he actually psychoanalyzed himself. He was like, maybe that's why I chased money the way I did.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like
that's what I'm saying. And this makes him sad, of course. He always thinks I can be a good father. But I would argue with him, if you can be a good employer, you can be a good father. Because listen, your employee is your kid, is your girlfriend, is everything. You're listening to them, you're advising them. Let's talk something about business now. So tell me, why do you want to branch to Alberta? Why are you moving from Ottawa, or you're just expanding to Alberta?
Yeah. So Jean-Claude, why Alberta though? Why are you moving to Alberta?
I'm not moving.
Okay. Well, you might be.
So no, I'm not moving my businesses to Alberta. I don't belong anywhere, man. I don't belong to Ottawa. I don't belong to Lebanon. I don't know. Like, I don't belong anywhere. But let's talk business-wise. I'm not moving to Alberta. I'm expanding to Alberta. And the reason why I'm expanding, not just because we want to make more money or want to expand. Am I allowed to talk politics here?
Yeah. What,
okay,
dude?
I'm just fed up.
Hold up. KAKS is nonpartisan.
No. That's my personal opinion, and that's what I'm sharing.
Okay.
I'm fed up with the Ontario politics of business and the culture of business there, and fed up with the Liberals and how they're like running businesses. They're destroying us. I'll give you this like in a summary. A business owner in Ontario is a fucking evil that takes advantage of the little people. A business owner in Alberta is like an amazing angel that's creating opportunities. They're holding us from the balls in Ontario, man. With the taxes, with the like, they're protecting the employees, like, and they're like telling them, don't worry, this asshole won't take advantage of you. Like, they're putting in their head, like, this is an asshole. This is not someone who's paying your payroll and supporting your family. They're like,
so it's safe to say you're conservative.
I'm not.
Oh,
I don't like any of them.
Fiscally,
but the business rules of the conservatives that protects business owners, I like it. I don't actually know enough about any of the politics because I don't want to read about them. I don't want to elect them. No. But I want to focus on my business, and I don't know who's good and who's bad. I don't want to invest time in them. But I know that the conservatives are doing really good for business owners, and liberals are fucking us up. Liberals are producing more losers because they're supporting losers, and they're against business owners. Ask me how. They're sucking our bank accounts dry. They're like against us in every other way. Come on, man. I will tell you some rules about the employment law in Ontario. You would laugh.
Yeah,
I can't make an employee sign a non-compete agreement. It's illegal. So I hire an employee, I train them, and they can leave me and chase my clients. Or no. They can work for me and get clients on the side from the same city that I'm located in. And I can't make them sign against it. I can't tell them, no, you can't do this. They can sue me if I make them sign on this. Literally, bro.
So it's like they just have a hardcore socialist agenda.
Yeah.
They
don't want winners there because let's be honest here. You can't control losers. You can't control bosses. You can't fucking control me. I'll outwork you. I'll outpower you. You can't control me.
Do you think I have a weird theory to this? Like you've heard that term like revenge of the nerds, right? Because like it's almost like because back in the day a nerd just had no chance, like because everything was physical, like a physical alpha guy just. Doesn't matter how smart you are, he just push you over, take what you got, right? And then even if you try to retaliate, even if you create a gun, you're almost too weak to pull the trigger. It's almost like now it's like the nerds have a way of trying to equalize it because they can't beat you in a toe-to-toe, front-to-front. They have to use tactics, swerve the rules, create obstacles. Like it's almost like I feel like there's some kind of weird thing happening there. But then on the flip side, I don't look at it like, oh, the nerd mentality is inferior. I'm saying, okay, well, they're using their weapon of choice, which is deception. You know what I mean? And like it's like what, but it's just like that is the weapon they have to use because that's their only weapon. And now they finally have worked hard enough to be able to create a climate that can utilize that weapon, because we're not in feudal times where it's like, okay, let's get a bunch of nerds to fucking try to like sneak up on the giant. Like, you know, like the giant would just, doesn't matter, there's 10 nerds, you just boom, boom, kick, stomp, like over, right? But then it's like systematically, it's like, okay, what made the giant in the first place? Testosterone. Okay, how do we fucking weaken the testosterone? Fatty foods, plastics, like slowly emasculated. Now, okay, now they're in range, we can actually fight. Like, it's like this such a long-term play to equalize out the different form of natural selection, which is like the intellectual natural selection. You know, I don't know. It's like, it's kind of a wild theory of mine, and I think that it's some kind of polarizing entity, like this masculine entity that's ran the show forever, and then it finally creeped up behind. Like, it took centuries, but the polar energy of the little guy has finally like come from behind and shanked the giant. Because you see it in everything. Like, for instance, professional wrestlers. Like, I'm big into wrestling. Like, they're small now. You know, like everything's kind of shrunken a bit. You know what I mean? To even out. You know, that's why, like, because in history, women weren't allowed to work for a long time. Now they can work. Now, you know, like, it's like I worded that so badly, but you kind of don't know what I mean. Like, it's like there wasn't even a chance. Now there's a chance for equality.
So you think now we have a better life? We have better families?
I don't.
Healthier
if you want the short, I don't. I don't.
You answered your theory.
Yeah.
It's a shit theory.
Yeah.
No. They actually don't want us to succeed, because if you have a successful family, successful job, we won't listen to them. It's easy, man. Listen, you're a government. You have to be powerful. You want to give a rule, and you want everyone to say yes, daddy. How can you do this? You make everyone weak. You make everyone need you, so you can dominate.
Did you watch? You don't watch TV at all? Okay,
No.
so
I don't watch TV and I don't read books.
you don't watch TV and you read books.
I don't read books.
You don't read books.
I'm not against it. I don't enjoy reading books, and I never read a book.
Okay, fuck, man. The example I had was you wouldn't even understand it then.
I can try.
Okay, I'll try it. Like, okay, so there was a cartoon. Fuck, I'm dating myself here, but when I was growing up, there was a cartoon called Reboot. Does that ring a bell? Reboot's a science fiction cartoon. It's about as if life inside a computer. Like, if the computer was a universe, inside the computer, there's little fucking beings, right? Like, so it was the first animated computer cartoon. And then in the computer, there was a masculine male. His name was Bob. And Bob basically is the protector, they call him. And every time the user, like in the computer, they don't know the consciousness outside the computer. They're like, what exists outside this fucking shit? They don't understand. They're just in the computer. And it's such a creative storyline. But the user, they call it, which is God. But God is really us playing using a computer. God plays games. So he'll put a video game in, and then the people of the computer have to go play this fucking game. And every time they play the game, if they don't beat the user, they lose it, which is God, but which is us. Like, they lose a piece of the fucking, they call it mainframe, which is their world. A piece of mainframe gets destroyed. Now, basically, there was a little kid named Enzo who looked up to Bob. And then one day, Enzo's like, Bob, I want to be just like you. And then Bob was like, well, you can't be like me, because you have to be strong like me to beat the user, to play the games. And then one day, Enzo wished really hard. And then he was like, I wish that I could beat these games. And then there was like a cosmic voice that was actually perceptual, whatever God was. And he says to Enzo, is that really what you want? You know you're not strong enough. And then Enzo's like, yeah, I want to be like Bob. And then the next day, a game comes in to attack mainframe. And then Bob happened to be sick that day or whatever. He was gone. So Enzo's like, I better go be the hero now. So he goes into this game. He plays the game, but the game is stupid. Like, the rules got dumbed down so that a child can beat the game. Okay? And then in the end, he beats the game, but there's no, that, you know, like, mainframe didn't get better. In fact, it got dumber. And then in the end, he realized, he's like, okay, to lower the rules to include me is not the right way. I should work hard to get strong so I could beat the rules. And I remember learning that as a little kid watching the lesson. I was like, oh, it's kind of like basketball. It's like, hey, the hoop is 10 feet high. Why don't we lower it to 6 feet so everyone can kind of dunk? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, because then you don't get to see LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Shaq and everyone. Like, if anything, we should maybe up it one more foot. You know what I mean? Like, make everyone do jump training, do squats, do deadlifts to, like, increase their leg muscles, like, sprint more, be more dialed in on their discipline. So I feel like society has gone the Enzo route and lowered the basketball net route. and that's what I feel.
Because they want you to be weaker, because they want to be able to control you, because they want to be able to tell you, hey, go take the vaccine. And yes, sir, I'll go take the vaccine. I'm not going to think twice.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if that.
For back to Ottawa and Calgary. Back to Ontario and Calgary. So I don't want anyone to understand me wrong. I'm so grateful for Ottawa.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for the community there.
Yeah.
I have amazing friends, amazing community, and I'm never leaving Ottawa. My companies will always stay in Ottawa, but I just want to expand to a different province where they respect business owners, and I will be able to actually compare. I will be able to compare fairly, apple to apple. Am I gonna be which one I prefer? These rules or these rules? Which one's better for a business owner? Where am I able to help more and create more jobs?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not trash talking my community or Ontario or anything. I'm grateful for Ottawa forever. I will always be in Ottawa. I'm actually in the process of buying a farm in Ottawa.
Sweet.
Because maybe I will raise my family in Ottawa. My businesses will always be there, but I want to expand to a different province where they respect the business owner more. And I hope one day we will have the conservative running Ottawa again, so they can respect the business owners again, because we don't fucking sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't sleep, and we're still evils,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we work so hard. We always pay the payroll, but we don't pay ourselves all the time.
That's true.
And we're still the fucking evils.
Yeah.
So whoever came up with these fucking rules, fuck you.
Yeah. Jean-Claude, I think let's wind this down here. This was fun. I think you took a little glimpse into my mind, and I definitely took a glimpse into your mind here. You're
absolutely, man. Absolutely. I learned so much from you tonight. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I said some silly shit, but hey, glad you did this. I look forward to
Thanks for having me.
I look forward to doing some more. And hell, if I'm in Ottawa, I'm going to use your podcast studio there and continue branching off. Yeah, and we will talk soon. And do you have anything else to add? Otherwise, I'm going to plug KAKS one more time here.
I'll honestly, man.
As you plug your businesses one more time. I mean, yeah.
It's like no, man. Like, let's talk about KAKS. Like, KAKS is like beautiful bar, amazing food. Again, I don't want to repeat this. We sound like chasing when we're saying this, but if you don't come here, you're missing out. You bring your girlfriend here, you bring your boyfriend. You don't feel like you're being chased. Everyone respects you here. It's a great community. It's a safe space. It's a good place to drink. The owners are around you all the time. Like, I don't know.
All the time.
I would, and again, you rarely see businesses supporting their community. These guys, they have a podcast studio. They have all kind of equipments. They spend so much money to support business owners, and not just business owners. If you have an idea and if you have something you want to say, and you're from Calgary, you're welcome to come say it here at this podcast.
Exactly.
And for free, right? You're doing this for free.
Yeah, for free for KAKS Bar Podcast. You're on this show just like
there you go.
Just like Jean-Claude here, free.
Just
come chat.
Well,
chat.
You're with me for free. I should have charged you, but
yeah.
it's just too cute. I didn't charge you because you're cute.
Yeah,
but like you guys, like, I don't know. You should be flooding to this place because he's supporting you back. And again, man, like, listen, that was a pleasure. I worked out with you today.
Yeah.
We had a meal with us together.
Mm-hmm.
We did a podcast today. I hope we can become friends.
Oh, I think we're friends already. Yeah, we're gonna keep drinking. So that always builds friendships. KAKS Bar Podcast on platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, and Facebook's coming soon. All at KAKS Bar Podcast, one word. Okay, guys, have a great night. Bye.
Good night.